you, Madam Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters, fellow entrepreneurs, most welcome guests. My name is James Dean Warwick. And I became a Toastmaster 5 years ago. Evergreen Toastmasters in the West End of Vancouver. And after 1 year, I had delivered my 10 speeches from the Competent Communicator Manual, and I achieved my Competent Toastmaster level accreditation. For those people who don't know what the manual is, it's 10 projects or 10 speeches. You generally do 1 prepared speech per month, so within a year of membership, you get your CC designation. Now, for the purpose of this speech, I am redoing this manual twice. Now, why would a person do the same manual twice?
Get it right, for God's sake.
Exactly. By the end of this 7-minute speech, you will know a little bit more about me through this icebreaker, and you will know a little bit more about how you can use this CC manual to become a far better public speaker and a successful entrepreneur, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this. I do a lot of business presentations, so I need to be sharp. I need to be very competent and well-versed in the presentation of my business, my products and services. Practice, practice, practice. So I'm using this opportunity to practice the fundamentals of learning how to speak well. I love this manual. I believe it is as good as any university manual ever written. It is a result of 85 years of tweaking and improvement through millions and millions of Toastmasters. I encourage every single person to read every word in this manual several times, and especially for new people, especially if this is going to be your icebreaker, to make sure that you read and reread each project as you work through those speeches. You'll be amazed at how much information and knowledge you can pick up just from reading this. Now, this is an icebreaker, and as such, it's designed to introduce a new Toastmaster to the audience. And when I gave my first icebreaker 5 years ago, I used the standard chronological technique. I talked about my life with my family when they had a small farm in Alberta, and then we moved en masse here to the West Coast, and we became a fisherman's family. And then I talked briefly about my hopes for the future. So farmer, fisherman, and then future.
Farming.
Yes. And because I'm delivering this icebreaker as an educational speech, and my intention is to go not only to my regular club, Evergreen, and this regular club, VETC, and deliver these 10 speeches as educational speeches twice, because I really, really want to reinforce and emphasize the value of each speech and what it does for us. So you'll see and hear me up here at least 10 more times extolling the virtues of the speech, each speech. And I'm also here to give back to the community, the Toastmaster community and the community at large. Everything, all the wonderful things that I've learned here and experiences from people that I have met and know as friends right now. However, the second reason I'm up here is to emphasize what really an icebreaker is. Now, we have 10 speeches to deliver in a CC manual, and it's a little unfortunate that by the time you've done the 10th speech, you go, oh, now I know what I should have said in the icebreaker speech. But the one thing about the icebreaker speech, which is really nice, is that it asks you to tell a story. All right, it asks you to tell a story. Now, everybody should have one of these on their seat. It says, facts tell and stories sell. So even on your first icebreaker project, it's giving you the clue that you need to be successful in life. And that is, learn how to be a good storyteller. And we had that a bit with Lily Zoe earlier. She told a story about her experiences here. And also on your seat is just some additional tips and tricks about how to go more in depth with the story. The bottom line is for the icebreaker speech is that you tell a story about yourself. Now that's the absolutely easiest thing you can do in the world, because nobody knows more about yourself than you. It's all up here. All you have to do is reach in and pull it out. You do it every day of your life, chit-chatting with everybody, family, friends, and community. It's very, very easy to talk about yourself and your experiences, which is why it is the icebreaker. Learning how to tell stories well involves 4 main elements. And I want you to keep this in mind when you craft your own stories. 1, is you need a hero or a heroine. That's either yourself or somebody you know. That's the right word, Mr. Grammarian, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Heroine. 2 is that hero needs a challenge to overcome, right? As Toastmasters and public speakers, we need to overcome the challenge of standing up here in front of an audience. I get 7 minutes, right, Mr. Timer?
Icebreakers.
Thank you. 3 is that through that challenge, the hero goes through a transformation. They become a different person at the end of the experience. And that's just like Toastmasters. I guarantee you, at the end of 10 speeches, you will be a different person. You'll look at life differently, you'll communicate with people differently, and you'll be more successful and confident, just like Lily said. And then finally, at the end of it, of every good story is a moral of the story. It is what we learn from the hero, his journey, his transformation, that we then apply to ourselves. So as you have a role in the audience here tonight with 2 eyes and 2 ears to experience everybody who comes up here and learn for yourself how to become a better public speaker, how to become a better learner, how to become more successful in your business. That is why I am so happy and so enthusiastic about the Confident Communicator Manual and each one of its projects. Takeaways for tonight for all of you is to reread everything in the manual and redo it. Madam Toastmaster.